Thank you very much. I'm delighted to welcome everyone to our new student convocation. This annual event marks the beginning of our students' collective journey into the wide and wonderful adventure called higher education. I'd like to thank the Lindy and Harry Bradley Foundation of Milwaukee for their generous support in presenting this evening's distinguished speaker, George F. Will. Tonight's program launches a dialogue for democracy, a dynamic series of events hosted by the university that will focus on key issues surrounding the 2008 presidential campaign. This year is proving to be one of the most exciting and momentous elections in the history of our country, and there is much to consider and learn. Our speaker today, George Will, is syndicated in over 400 newspapers nationwide, and he has the largest readership of any columnist today, reaching almost half of the newspaper readers in America. In addition, he writes a bi-monthly back-page essay for Newsweek magazine. He's won the Pulitzer Prize for commentary, and he appears every Sunday morning on ABC's This Week with George Stephanopoulos. George Will is no ordinary political columnist. A graduate of Trinity College in Hartford, Oxford University, and Princeton University, where he earned his PhD, he has taught political philosophy at Michigan State University, the University of Toronto, and Harvard University. His 13 books include 2 about his passion for baseball, and today he had lunch with our baseball coach, Jim Morris, and our football coach, Randy Shannon. Will was a member of Major League Baseball's Blue Ribbon panel examining the economics of baseball. He is an extraordinary public intellectual and a gifted writer. Please welcome George Will.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. President Shalala has given away the secret, which is that I only write about politics to support my baseball habit. I'm a Cub fan, which is not always baseball. In any given year, the Cubs would lose a best out of 7 series to the Miami Hurricanes. That's another matter. It is a delight to be here, and particularly to talk to the class of 2012. You are triply blessed. First, I told Coach Shannon that I was going to tell you this, and he did not demur. You're blessed because you're going to be here through 4 consecutive victories over Florida State. I've seen that wonderful T-shirt that enlists Descartes on your behalf that says, "Cogito ergo sum non nole. I think, therefore, I am not a Seminole." The second reason you're blessed is that you're beginning tonight, really, and this week and this month, what I think will be a lifelong love affair with one of the great research and teaching institutions in the world. And third, you're beginning this educational immersion in the great questions of our society during what is, by all odds, the most interesting election season that I've seen, and I've been as a columnist through 9 presidential cycles. It may not get this exciting again, so pay attention. I want to talk to you tonight first about the horse race aspect of this, which is fascinating in itself, and then I want to lapse into my abandoned profession as a professor of political philosophy and tell you why there are philosophic themes as old as the Republic implicated in what we're doing tonight, and how the liberal and conservative argument is alive and well, but taking on new permutations that are important, most particularly to young people who are going to pay the bills for our current follies. Now, about the horse race. Political prophecy is optional folly, and therefore I subscribe to the Zeke Benura principle. Zeke was a first baseman of spectacular immobility. But Zeke understood the rule of baseball that you will not be charged with an error if you do not touch the ball. That said, this too can be said. Every traditional indicator, all of them, enthusiasm for the candidate, turnout in the primaries, party identification, in exit polls in the 2004 election, 37% of voters said they were Republicans, 37% said Democrats. Today there's a 14-point spread on behalf of the Democrats, and that is huge.